Welcome back to the podcast. Me and Justin are here like normal, but I mean, literally the first time in a long time, I think like I just looked on Skype over a year. We're talking to Andrew Piluk, but it doesn't matter about that because it matters about WWE Leg and 619. Andy, how is it going?
I was waiting for you to say that. Yeah, it's going good. It's been a while. I can't remember the last time we've all actually been in an actual call together, so that's kind of crazy. But
Few
um,
years, maybe years.
yeah, it's been a long time, dude. Like I was trying to think of that before I came on here, and I couldn't even like think of a date. But um, yeah, no, I've been listening to the podcast, so I'm happy to be on.
And like it was in a call with you and Britton that you introduced me in a way to Justin because I obviously knew you and Britton. And so the one day I came into your call and Justin was there and I didn't really know who he was, but like the only reason I knew him was because he was in Chris's intro, um as RK of the infamous NWO.
Oh my god, I used to be at the end of Chris's intro, so I was like,
Yeah.
really? So I
Oh
thought,
my
really, am
God.
I at the end of this?
Oh my
And
God.
fast forward, like at the time, Justin was like one of the big YouTubers. And now we got Andy over here who now you tweeted like a couple of weeks ago, you tweeted something where you're close to what?
And he surpassed like combined like
Yeah.
everyone in the YWC.
Like okay, you tweeted Andy, you tweeted about how you're close to 100,000 subscribers, or you're getting a lot of subscribers, and I was like, what? So I went to your hockey channel because that's the only thing that I knew you had. I think you made a wrestling one, and like hockey was the main thing I knew you from. And I looked at your hockey, and I was like, oh, cool, like he did like he got 100,000 subscribers from hockey, and I was like, wait a minute. What am I missing? So then I searched your name on YouTube, and here you are with right now we're sitting at 99,000 subscribers. I mean, like I had okay, this is one of those things where like back in the day when your friends in real life would find your YouTube channel and they'd be like, "Oh, we found your YouTube channel." I felt the same way when I found this like your I guess your main channel where you're
Yeah.
doing like live reactions to is it K-pop? Is
Yeah,
that what
yeah,
you're doing? Like
yeah.
and you have like you literally took everybody, like all of us combined, like I mean,
I'm
what
ahead.
made you?
I'm gonna change a different lane. I'm gonna do this thing, and
Yeah,
you
like
like
what made you start this in the first place?
Well, honestly, I remember I had a friend in high school, and him and I actually just recently connected again. But his name's Alvin, and he used to bring the albums to school, and they were like these K-pop albums are like insane. Like when you open it up, it's not like a regular like North American style album. Like it's insane. Like the stuff that they put on these albums are crazy. Like it's so intricate. But for the longest time, I just never listened to it, but I could always remember like him saying, "Yo, like this music is catchy as hell. Like you gotta give it a shot." And I always wanted to do a reaction channel and like a music channel. So I was gonna do like reactions to music all over the world. So I just started it. I just figured, why not? Like I love making YouTube videos and I love music, so kind of went hand in hand. And then I started reacting to BTS. Like the first video I did was BTS because at the time like they were huge and I was interested and I was like, damn, like this guy's kind of right. Like it is catchy as hell. Like to me, it's like the language doesn't matter. Like if the music is good, it's good. So
Mhm.
I just got hooked and I was like, oh my God, like this is actually a lot of fun. I'm gonna keep doing this and I don't know. I basically fell in love with a genre that like if you would have asked me this a few years ago, it would have been like, dude, like I'm never gonna listen to this. Like
Yeah.
I'm never gonna like this. But I guess that's just the thing. You have to try different things, and you never know what you'll end up liking.
So
So
why? What moved you from wrestling to hockey to live reactions?
Honestly, well, the thing is, the hockey channel, like I'm still doing it, just not as often. And of course now, like with what's going on, there's no hockey, so I can't be as productive. But uh, like the hockey channel's fun, but at a certain point, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of just doing the same thing all the time, and I want to just do something else because music is just as big as a passion for me as sports. So that transition was a little easy. The wrestling to hockey transition, like that obviously was years in the making because I didn't do YouTube for the longest time after I was done in the YWC, I guess. But um, that I mean, if we want to go back that far, I mean, the WWE Legend 619 channel, like I kept coming back and doing videos, but the audience was never there because, after my famous line, I got hacked, everybody knows the famous line, but after I lost that audience, it was tough for me to get that audience back, and I never was able to really pull it together again. So I kind of lost the passion in making those videos because I was getting like 20, 30 views on a video and putting a ton of effort into making those videos. And then I just started enjoying wrestling on my own and not having to worry about posting a video about something. And honestly, it was actually kind of nice for a while. And then once I went to school for journalism in college, I was like, yo, I gotta start talking about hockey on camera because I don't want to just write stuff down the whole time. I want to have a portfolio that I can use, eventually. But I don't know. The transition for me was kind of just like I like making videos. I have different passions, and whatever works works, I guess.
So is this the Andrew Piluk channel? Is that like a brand new channel that you made and it looks like December of 2018, or did you like have that like or like for a little bit?
Um, man, you did research.
I just
uh,
went to your first video uploaded on that
This was a
channel because
professional podcast, even though we're not professional.
I mean, this is the best podcast in the world. So,
that's what I'm saying.
I literally right when I posted that first video, I guess that was just the start. I never like I
Hmm.
never used it before. I never had any subscribers or anything on it. It started from there, like from that first video, and then just picked up like early on in the channel. The like once I posted the BTS video, I would be like at work, shout out to Walmart, refreshing my phone, and it would be like every like 10 minutes my subs was going up by like 50 every time I was
Jeez.
yeah, like it was insane. There was a few days where I was getting like a couple thousand subscribers a day, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's been kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I would have never guessed. Like to me, like looking at the channel now, I'm like, what happened? Like how did this happen? Like how did you get this far on this channel? Because I never like I would have never ever predicted it. It's such a cheesy, cliche thing to say, but like I just never would have predicted any of it.
Because like you picked a good, like I feel like the in the past like couple years or whatever, like the K-pop stuff has gotten like globally like huge. So the fact that like you took that and ran with it was like, I mean, I like you literally grew this to just about 100,000 subscribers in like just
We're
over a year, pretty much.
probably gonna
So
break next week, I bet.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been moving pretty good. But yeah, no, like I don't know, man. Like the thing is too is like I never really knew how big the K-pop market was. Like I knew BTS. Like I feel like a lot of people know who they are, and I was like, if I'm gonna start off with a group, like why not check out this group that's hot right now and just check them out and see what they're about because it's the same thing as like a TV show. When everybody's talking about Tiger King or whatever, everybody's gonna go watch it. Funny enough, I actually haven't, but um, like you're gonna listen to an album that's hot at the time. You're gonna listen to an artist that's big at the time, and whether or not you like it, I mean that's obviously up to the listener. But to me, it was like, damn, like I'm interested enough that I want to keep listening to this.
Hmm.
And I mean, it just took off from there. And like that's the thing. A lot of people will probably think, oh, like, take advantage of the hot thing at the time and go and do it. But it's like I think people have recognized over time that like because I'm posting so much and appreciating it and actually diving into their albums and stuff like that, which is what I love to do. They realize that it's I'm genuine about it, and I think that's why the channel's been doing well.
Yeah, for sure. That's like when people see, someone really enjoying something, that's when they're really like attached to it. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I like that. That was one of those things where, um, like you follow like your friends because like you're friends with them, and I guess I never realized like what like of a following you had on like because like I just never knew that a channel existed. So it's just like, oh, it's just Andy, like I just like Andy, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like when I saw that, that was crazy. And I mean, I remember like you said about like your hacking stuff and whatever, and like going back to like what was your group in Britain, like YWC Evolution or something?
Yeah. Oh my God. YWC Evolution. Oh boy. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
This
Chill for
podcast is a
embarrassment.
whole throwback podcast.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped to get into it because I hope you guys remember a lot of stuff because man, like I like remember a lot of things, but then there's some stuff where like even when I was listening to your guys' podcast, I'm like, oh my God, the breach is in this call, like Ravi, like I'm just like, damn, I haven't heard of these guys, like I haven't talked to these guys in absolutely forever. Like I think Breach tweeted about me like a month ago or something, and I was just like, dude, what the hell? How does this guy remember who I am? Like
Oh, I mean, like as long as you're like if you're a friend of mine, you'll at some point be tweeted on Breach's like Twitter because like
yeah.
I'll just like think of something, or if like me and Tommy are in a call especially, like we'll just like talk about like random stuff, and then like oh yeah, like yeah, hey Breach, remember WWE like Legend 619, like he spelled legend wrong. Um
Hmm.
Oh
but
God.
like, so yeah, like
Dude, that's
that's
the worst thing that's ever like
Aren't
I
you glad?
like
Aren't you glad you made a new YouTube channel and you'll actually have your name on a plaque instead of
yeah.
WWE Black and 619?
you know
Yeah.
what's crazy is I was thinking about that. It's like and again, like I don't want to turn this another way, but like if I would have never got hacked, I mean, I don't know how far that channel could have gone
Hmm.
because dude, like I was over 1,000 subs at that time and like I'm not saying it was a huge deal. It definitely wasn't. Like there was accounts that had more subscribers than me, but at the time, like there was YouTubers that like I was making videos with that like just went off and like got a ton of subs, like continuing to make wrestling videos, and I had more than them at the time. It's like who knows? Like I had a pretty good collection. That's pretty much how I got noticed because I actually remember hopefully I get this channel name right. J Hardy Fan 54.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
I literally
Okay.
he's sending me a package of cards like this week, so it's
Oh
funny that
my
you mentioned
God.
Jeff. Yeah.
So
Frick,
back
yeah.
in the day, uh back in the day when YouTube could do video responses in the comments section, like there was like a section for video responses. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, those are the
Where
good old days.
you could literally, if someone approves it, then you get those extra clicks. That was
Yeah.
like recommended before recommended.
Yeah, see, I mean, we were like ahead of the times. So like, he did like a contest that like whoever had the best wrestling collection would get like two figures from Ringside Collectibles or something like that. And it was me and Ravi in the final two, and I lost. And I was like, damn, like I knew I was gonna lose, but like I came second, and I was like, damn, I'm up here with all these guys, and then like I just got a ton of subscribers from that, and then Ravi like found out about me, I guess, like, and then he shouted me out in a bunch of videos, and it just kind of took off from there. And the legendary assault 1187, is that correct? Was that the right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
pretty. Legend Killer 410, like, come on, that guy was like my favorite YouTuber for the longest time.
So
Um,
what who so back in the day, who was your first, how did you discover YWC? Like
I feel like it was probably Ravi and Legend Killer. It has to be. I can't think of anybody else. It was, it could have been Miguel at freaking Yaya 88. It could have been that channel. There was also this other channel. It was like GMX something. It was some weird name.
Yeah, like TJ Mix or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That guy. I watched his videos. I think Sourcey 90 was another guy.
oh my god,
Um
going with the
d-
hard backs.
there was a lot of guys. I don't even know how to remember these channel names, but I feel like I watched a lot of those videos and then I just set up my camera and just started talking and I guess it worked for a little bit there, but I feel like those channels are the ones that I watched the most, and of course, I watched you guys too as the days went on and stuff like that. But I feel it had to have been Ravi. I mean, I think a lot of people watched him first.
I just texted Jeff Jay Hardy fan 54, and I said, "Do you remember a YouTuber WWE like and 619?" I said he was in the final two for a contest you did on YouTube years ago, and he said yes. And then I just said that like he mentioned like, that you mentioned him on the podcast, and he said send it to me. So Jeff, as you're listening to this, I'm texting you as this is happening. So um, I just wanted to see if like he was going to say something, but he just said yes. So I was like, okay, well there you go. But
That's
um,
hilarious.
do you
Hey
remember?
man, you screwed me out of a win. No, just kidding.
Yeah,
But
Jeff, look at that. The two figures.
I Ravi's collection. That's not even fair.
Yeah.
yeah, dude, I was going up against Bret Hart signed tights. Like, how am I supposed to beat that guy? Like,
And then you have your Rey Mysterio figures with some DVDs. Like,
yeah, dude. Like,
Yeah.
how the hell is that fair?
beat him is that WWE painted logo on your
Oh,
wall.
dude, yeah. Is
It's
that still
still
there?
there,
You cover it? Oh, dude, yes, that's what I'm talking
dude.
about. The
You know
fact
what's
that's still
crazy?
there.
It's like, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off,
No, no,
but
no.
over time, my room has been painted a couple times, but I was like, paint around it. I'll put a Canadian flag over top of it,
That's nice.
because that needs to stay there. Like that is still a part of what I did on YouTube, and it's also part of me growing up. Like
Yeah.
I'm still a wrestling fan. Like there's no shame in it. I haven't, like my girlfriend's seen it. She doesn't care. Like it shouldn't matter. Like so I just left it there. There's foam over top of it now because of my recording stuff, but
Hmm.
So
it's
one
not going
day
anywhere.
get a return of WWE Legend 619.
You know what? It's kind of crazy because I actually messaged I don't know if you guys remember that the Cody guy that I used to hang out with all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
D Cody
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Yeah, dude. I was like I messaged him the other day, got no response.
Nope.
Asking about if I should reopen that account and post wrestling stuff on there because I'm still passionate about wrestling and I tried making a channel called Andrew Piluk Wrestling and it did like a couple hundred subscribers, but I didn't post enough on it. I made a video about The Fiend losing to Seth Rollins at like Hell in a Cell, or it was inside Hell in a Cell, and like I was so pissed off because I thought he should have won. I thought it was a dumb finish, but
Hmm.
and that got like a couple thousand views, and I'm like, oh man, like I could still do this. Like let me keep going here.
I still got it.
Yeah, I still
So
got it, man.
do you still watch WWE or do you watch like independent AEW? What do you watch?
I mean, hopefully I don't take heat for this, but like, when AEW first started, their first ever match, I think, was like they did like that like pre-show battle royal or whatever.
Hmm.
To this day, that's the only match I've ever watched in
Wow.
AEW.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Like the thing is like it's not like I'm against them. Like when I seen that like Ambrose and like Jericho and these guys, I was like, damn, like good for them. Like I want these guys who aren't getting an opportunity in other brands to like go to other brands and get those opportunities because you never know like what happens down the line.
Hmm.
AEW, somebody jumps ship to WWE. Like it could happen. It's not likely, but I mean it could happen. But no, like WWE is still what I watch consistently. But like I feel like I've wanted to say this for so long, and now I finally can say it on somewhere where people are actually listening, which is good. But um, like I feel like when you're not so political about wrestling, you can enjoy pretty much anything. So what I tried to do for like the past like I don't know, probably like 10 years is like try to just be like, okay, stop complaining about everything and just watch. And like try to like certain things. A lot of stuff sucks, but a lot of is good if you make it that way. Like look at my guy I called out years ago on a podcast, Apollo Crews, baby. I told you that guy was a stud, man. I knew
Yeah.
that guy was good. But like I really enjoy watching him. Like everybody hates Baron Corbin. I think he's the like maybe the top heel in WWE right now. Like you just have to enjoy the guys that are there and like you can't really change anything. Like people complaining on Twitter isn't going to make Vince McMahon change anything. So
Honestly, I couldn't agree more. Like over the past like couple of years, like over the past few years especially, like it's for me it's been more of like enjoy what they're giving you, and if you can't enjoy it, then just don't watch it. Like don't waste your time. Like I'll rarely watch Raw. I'll rarely watch Raw. I never watch SmackDown. Like I'll watch the pay-per-views like sometimes. Obviously this year I watched I think every pay-per-view just because the situation and there's been like crazy matches and stuff, but it's like don't complain. Like it's just like not worth it. So that's why like I've learned that. So I'm 100% with you on that one.
yeah, I don't know. I've learned to enjoy what's there and I mean, hey, Justin's the reason why Kevin Owens is my favorite wrestler, aka Kevin Steen.
Wild, which is wild that I influenced you that much.
That's pretty
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
yeah, dude, because you literally gave me your Ring of Honor account to watch Steve Corino versus Kevin Steen. It was in like some like hardcore something match. Like I think it was a match where like he had to win to get reinstated to Ring of Honor. It could I don't know if it was that specific match or if it was a different one, but I remember watching that show and I'm like, damn, like this is fire. Like I got to keep watching Ring of Honor. And then
And
next thing you know,
like me and you went to like our first show together, but like we weren't together. We like sat separately.
yeah. Yeah,
But
because
like
like
World War 2012 was such a like a iconic show when Steen won the title.
yeah, dude, that's what I was gonna say. It's like next thing you know, I'm at a Ring of Honor show. Before the show happens, they literally pan over to me and my buddy Cody. We're wearing Dem Boys t-shirts like in the camera, like we were in the promo like the next week on Ring of Honor TV to like promote the merch. Like, but at that show, I'm like this crowd is amazing. By the end of the night, I'm standing on top of the chair with both my middle fingers up, telling Davey Richards to go F himself. Like, I'm like, dude, where did this come from? Like, I can't do this at a WWE show. I'm literally chanting every name in the book at this poor guy who's one of the best wrestlers in the world at the time. Like, oh my
I
God.
remember I got so hooked. You came back like they came back 6 months later, and like that Mississauga. Remember that arena, Mississauga?
Yep.
Elgin
Yeah.
versus Steen.
Yeah, dude, you gave me like 10 ROH DVDs that day. Do you remember that?
I remember I was like, here's all my duplicates because I used to buy lots just so I could collect, and I was like, oh, here's all my duplicates. Have fun.
Wow.
Yeah, I still have them. I watched them all the time. I actually watched one of them the other day. That's funny enough, but yeah, no, all the ROH on HD net videos, I still have them and yeah, no, I was super pumped to have all those DVDs and of course, it's so funny, but like my buddy Cody popped so hard. He's like, "Dude, Arkeel the Infamous NWO just gave you the all that stuff." Like he popped. I'm just like, "Bro, like just go talk to him. He's a nice guy. Like he's not coming over here to like be like, "Hey man, I'm a big YouTuber." Like he's just trying to be cool.
But just like, here you go, Andy. I know you don't watch I don't know. I know you don't have that many ROH DVDs. Here's all my duplicates.
Yeah, you literally gave me a collection in one day. So, and then I did an order too, and I got like the one Kevin Steen documentary that they had put out before the last one, like after he left Ring of Honor. I didn't get that one, which I'm kind of bummed out. I should have got it, but
It's fun.
um,
All those comps are like rare now. Like they're all out of
Yeah.
people want them.
yeah, I have a couple of the Final Countdown DVDs. I feel like those would probably be worth something, like the Daniel Bryan, like his
Oh
last
yeah.
matches or whatever, Bryan
Yeah.
Danielson. But
Yeah.
no, like that day was special too because I actually got to sit like literally at like the ramp. Like I was like during Kevin, like if you look it up, like it's on some like Asian website. Like I looked it up the other day. I couldn't find the full pay-per-view. Like I actually watched the entrance again, and it's literally me just holding up my t-shirt to the camera and like screaming for Kevin Steen into the camera. I'm like, dude, this is nuts. Like I just became a super fan. I'm wearing a Kill Steen Kill shirt, like front row at a Ring of Honor show.
That's an iconic shirt. You'll never get that again. So
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I literally still have every wrestling merchandise like that. I've actually wrestling merchandise. There was a channel called that too, wasn't there?
We're just throwing everything back right
Yeah,
now.
dude. I'm just everything's
every time we
coming
have a
back.
guest,
Dude.
the whole podcast is a throwback.
We're okay. While we're on a roll, Andy, remember that one time when me and you wanted people to send in clips of them dancing to Yoshi
Oh,
Tatsu's theme song, dude, and we like
God.
never did anything with it. Like looking back, that's probably one of the weirdest things I've ever done on YouTube. Like,
Dude, what's funny? I was thinking of that, and then when you guys had Luke on the podcast the other day, I remember he also did another thing where he wanted people to dance to the SummerSlam theme song,
yeah,
dude, I sent him the video, and he's like, "Bro, we're not gonna do this anymore." I'm like, "Oh, great!"
yeah.
So I just humiliated myself and sent the video to you, like, oh my God. But yeah, dude,
I
I remember that.
I did that Luke video at Walmart, and like I literally just like sent it to him, and he was like, "Oh, we're not," like because WWE ended up doing that, and he was like, "Oh, like I feel weird because like WWE is gonna do it now. It's not gonna be as cool." And Breach like re-uploaded like his of like what he did for the thing. So, um, Yeah, I remember
Oh
that.
my
Like, what the
God,
heck? That was
dude.
when we just had fun. You know what I mean? Like, it was just fun. Now it's all like wrestling and like YouTube is so like company corporate-y. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not the same like it once was.
Yeah, dude, that just reminded me of so many different things, like when Breach met Alicia Fox or whatever, or was it the Bella Twins? Like
Oh yeah,
what
the
video was he
backstage
in?
thing
Yeah, dude, I don't know why I just
with
remembered that,
Ziggler.
but dude, Breach is hilarious. But dude, tell me, does somebody still have the videos of Luke doing the spoof American Idol impressions or whatever?
Let me tell you. Okay.
Do you
I'm
still
not
have?
gonna say who or how or what, but I do have them. I
Oh, I
do
need to see them.
own there's two copies of these videos, and I own one. I
Dude, I
think
need to see those, man.
Edge is the best, has the other ones, and
Oh my God, Edge is the
so
best one. What the hell?
here's the thing, like, um, I'm gonna one day, like, he's coming to my house on Saturday. Maybe I'll convince him then. One day I'm gonna convince Luke for me to re-upload almost all his old videos, like those, like the YWC Idol, the To Catch a YWC Predator, the impressions videos, because those are like classic. They need to be somewhere. The only thing with the YWC Idol is like those have copyrighted songs, so I don't want to get like a strike on my channel. So
Yeah.
um, yeah, but I own them, and one day everybody will see them. Or you know what? If okay, well, obviously we were supposed to go to a hockey game. We were supposed to go to Toronto Marlies game.
We're
Yeah.
all
Um,
hang out.
we were all
At
supposed to. We had front row on the glass. It was in the middle of the day, a Thursday, and
11 o'clock.
I was supposed to fly in like super early at like 7 o'clock in the morning to Toronto, the week before or like the week of WrestleMania, and I was going to hop in Justin's car. We were going to drop off my stuff and then go meet Andy at whatever the arena's called, and
Coco. Well, now it's
Coliseum.
Coca-Cola Coliseum, yeah.
we were gonna go see some hockey. My first ever hockey game, front row, awesome seats, probably like a bunch of kids there because it's the middle of
Mike
the
is
day.
literally gonna go from that hockey game front row to almost the last row in the 300s to watch the Leafs play the
Later
Red
that
in the same day.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy, dude. That would have been so much fun. Like, dude, experiencing like hockey in Toronto is like you would have seen like some crazy fans and the drunk ones. But no, that would have been a good time.
And it's a rivalry game because Detroit's like right there, so people drive in for those games.
Oh yeah, and like Detroit fans, they love their hockey too, so that would have been really good for you. But damn, stupid
Well,
wires.
the plan is okay. This is my plan for sure is to run it back next year, WrestleMania weekend. So if there's hockey, if you're free, if you want to, like meet up in the city or whatever, that's my plan is to definitely go back. And this isn't official because he doesn't have anything. He doesn't have a passport. I don't think he doesn't like obviously, obviously we're in a situation right here. But Tommy also wants to go to Toronto.
Oh, dope.
So we'll get the first meet and greet of the three of us, first time ever.
Oh,
So
dope.
Worlds collide.
yeah.
Make the poster, you'll make a Photoshop when worlds
I
collide.
remember I met Andy through that Bret Hart standing that I told you about. Remember?
Oh yeah, dude, I remember that, dude, because I was like, we were so late. I'm like calling him, like, bro, did Bret Hart leave already? Like, tell me this dude isn't gone. And dude, I got heat with the friggin' people who were standing with Bret Hart because I don't I won't say the name because I don't think they're together anymore. But sorry, Ravi, but I was in line and this dude comes up to me and goes, "Bro, could you get me an autograph for this girl?" I'm like, "Are you serious right now? Like, I'm about to meet Bret Hart. Like, I can't get more than one thing signed. Like, I've got my book here." He's like, "Yeah, thanks, man." I'm like, "Okay." So,
Ravi did this?
yeah, dude, he
Oh,
told me to
dude.
get him an autograph. So I get it. And this girl looks at me, she's like, "You can only have one." I'm like, "Well, too bad. Like, Bret Hart's already signing it, so
Damn,
it's like,
dude.
please
That's pretty
don't."
funny.
Crazy.
I was like, please don't make that same name in my book. That's for me. So,
Oh,
but
jeez.
and you know what's funny is Bret Hart also he's like, hey, like, have you read the book? I'm like, yeah, man, it was so good. And I was like, please don't ask me what part because I did not read that book. I was like,
Live the
God,
Predator.
please. It's like, yeah, the part where you learn the sharpshooter. Oh yeah, that was a great part. But
That was my
no,
last book, kid.
yeah, like, oh okay, well
Talking
thanks.
about Sean was really interesting.
Dude,
Oh,
I remember that video because like I was like, yo, I gotta get these guys in the video because I literally said in my vlog, I'm like clickbait, I like turned the camera and it was Ravi and Justin. I was like, oh yes, there we go. There's a few more subscribers. Like I had to get them in the video, but no,
Now we
I
got
just
I'm not using it out to subscribers. How the world has changed.
yeah, like I'm gonna have to like if like I'm gonna walk up in Toronto and like you're gonna be there and I'm like, oh my God, that's that Andy Piluk guy who does the
By
reviews.
the
Like,
time you come here, you're probably gonna be like at 500,000
yeah.
subscribers.
Oh, here's the thing. Like me and Breach for years have been talking about the day that we get 100,000 subscribers and we get that plaque is the day we're gonna retire completely. Obviously Breach was always like way ahead than I was, but that was just like a joke we had. And here you are, like legit about to get the plaque, and I'm just like, it's just like one of those crazy like like I don't even know what to say. Like I'm just it's crazy to see that someone I know finally is gonna get that plaque.
I mean, it is a little nuts. I always thought like the guys who had like the subscribers that were like way ahead of me were gonna end up with the plaque too. Like even for the wrestling channel. Like I mean, when I hit 1,000, I thought that
It's
was
over.
godly. I was like, this is it, man. I'm in. Like I'm in with the big dogs now. Like everybody's gonna know me. And I was like, oh damn, there's Stevie Breach, all of his subs. There's Ravi, Legend Killer, Justin. Like they've got all these subs, and Miguel like. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I like I said, like I would have never guessed like that the channel would do this well, and I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. It's insane. The plaque will probably make it a little bit more like surreal, but until then, I think I'll just be like, hey, 100,000, like that's kind of crazy.
See,
Have that plaque
because
behind you in every video. I'm gonna be upset
yeah,
now.
no, I was gonna say like you
Better
gotta
flex on
do
that plaque.
you do the unboxing of the plaque, and then you gotta like in all your hockey videos, you'll have that plaque in the background, and the people watching it would be like, "Oh, like this guy's a big deal. He's got a YouTube plaque. Like there it is." Like,
Dude, it's I still like again like I don't like I got noticed a few times for my hockey channel, and I thought that was weird at like 6,000 subscribers. Like I went to the Leafs training camp a couple years ago, and
mm,
like I was on the phone with my grandparents, and like people were like shouting at me from the line, yo,
mm,
watch the videos. Last year, go to the Leafs skate or whatever, like they had like a Easter Seals like charity skate. One of the staff comes up, yo man, like I watch your videos. I was like, damn,
damn.
like that's kind of crazy. And then something that's like even more crazy is like some dude from Thailand messages me and he on Instagram, and he's like, dude, I just walked into this cafe and it's like around the time that I uploaded. He's like, two people in here like are sitting here like watching your videos.
What
I
the
was
hell?
like, that is nuts.
That
Like,
is nuts. Wow.
because that's my number one viewership is Thailand, which is to me is
Really?
nuts. Yeah, like it's
So
For your hockey?
no, this is my other channel. Sorry, I
Oh,
kind of
okay,
mixed that
okay,
together.
okay.
But
No,
like,
that's okay.
that would be more funny. Just Thailand just
Yeah,
watches hockey.
yeah, hockey, big hockey
but you
fans.
know what's crazy is some of the people that are coming from the music channel are like learning about hockey through my videos, which is
Yeah.
cool. Which I think is pretty cool. Like that means actually a lot to me as well because like I'm so passionate about hockey. It's like, hey, I can maybe expand the game a little bit here. Like, who knows? Like,
Hmm.
if a few other, a few more people like, find enjoyment from my reviews of a game, like there's people that are like from all over the place going, yeah, I'm a Maple Leafs fan now. I'm like, oh boy, you have no idea how bad they can treat you at certain times, but
Wrong team. Wrong team.
uh, breaks
Well,
my heart.
you mentioned about like bringing back the WWE Legacy channel, but honestly, like I think you should bring back the Andy Pillock Wrestling channel because now that your name is like, it's attached to something, like I think that would like if you plug that in, even if you put it in the description of like your videos, I feel like that would be like probably take off just as well as your hockey channel because I mean, I feel like there's on my end, like I'm sure there's people out there, but like on my end, I have like a lack of like wrestling people. You know what I mean? Because like, basically, I just need like more friends that make wrestling videos. Like,
Yeah.
because everyone made wrestling videos, but now it's kind of like you know, like Ravi's the only one that makes Zach WWE Punk Fan 19. I don't know what his name.
Yeah.
Like I think it's just Zach Brown, whatever. But it's like, you know, like if you made wrestling videos, because I feel like I don't I don't read your takes as much, like because you just don't tweet that much about wrestling.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be something that would be interesting. And if anything, I would, put to rest the leg hand and really embrace the Andy Piluk wrestling.
Yeah, I've definitely thought about it, and like I mean I still have the passion to do it. It's just finding the time, like, because I'm spending hours and hours every day like editing and like filming and
Yeah.
trying to keep up with like the social media to make sure that like I'm promoting myself properly, and it is a ton of work. Like it is a lot. So like I want to do the wrestling stuff, and I think it'd be cool to do collabs again. Like that would be like full circle. I mean, this is technically kind of like another collab years later, but it would be fun to do that. I mean, like I literally made a video months ago when like they were doing the draft, like, and I literally put on a whiteboard, like I wrote down every single name on the roster, and I literally made my own rosters, and that's when I'm like, okay,
Seriously?
yeah, I'm like, okay, I still have a passion for this. Like I still like talking about wrestling, so
Yeah.
I gotta keep going with that.
That's nuts. That's dedication. I don't think I would get that far. I'd be
I
like, I
just
get halfway through and be like, that's not a point.
I just I just found it fun. I mean, I love the draft. Like I think all wrestling fans can say that like the Rumble and like WrestleMania and like drafts, like stuff where like something crazy could happen. Like those are the events where you get really excited for, and I think that's probably the reason why. If it was like a Monday Night Raw, like regular matches and all this stuff like that, I probably wouldn't have the same passion to write stuff out like that. Because
Mm-hmm.
there's been a couple times where like I thought, okay, I'm gonna start reviewing Monday Night Raw right after it airs and just do that. But I was like, wow, this show sucks. I'm definitely not talking about this for 10 minutes and wasting my time because I'm not talking about this fatal four-way match that was like 2 minutes and Brock Lesnar comes out and beats the crap out of everybody. Oh, Matt, show is over. Like I'm not interested in like giving an opinion on something that I don't think is well, I guess I could turn around and be like, hey, this sucked and do a video like that. But
Mm-hmm.
I hate being like so negative towards stuff to the point where I'm like, I just want to do like fun topics and talk about my 5 favorite wrestlers and this, that, and the other. Do like easy, simple videos.
It's a classic.
Well, I'm looking at your wrestling, like the wrestling channel, the What's Good in Wrestling. I think that's a good, that's just like a
Oh
good
yeah,
thing to
I
do
forgot I
because
switched the name.
yeah, because I feel like that's like, it's one of those things where, um, like a lot of people will be like, oh, like this sucks, and like why do they do this, and the booking and the Vince and then, like, I mean, I feel like I just did that with that Undertaker documentary podcast. Me and Justin did anyway. Like the fact that you would be like for the most part just focusing on like the stuff that makes you happy and the stuff that's good to you. Like I think that a lot of people would find an outlet in that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I feel like there'll probably be some people that won't agree with all my takes. I mean, me going out there and
That's
saying
you
that
too.
I love Baron Corbin, but like I don't know how many people would really like that. I mean, I tweeted out once that I thought Jinder Mahal was actually a good WWE champion. People didn't like that. Um, so I mean, I have a
I
bit of a
love
bias. He's Canadian,
people.
so
Well, you got me on both of those because Baron Corbin I like half jokingly like half actually like because he's from Kansas City. So I was like, oh, like he's from a Kansas City native, Baron Corbin, and obviously I saw Jinder Mahal win the title, so you got that going for you.
Canada
So
native Mahal, by the way.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have a bit of a bias. Like that pop that he got in Toronto on that one SmackDown. I'm like, yeah, he deserves that. I love him. But no, I'm a big Jinder Mahal fan too. I hope he gets back to that title picture, I guess. I mean, the best heels are the ones that everybody hates. So I mean, if everybody hates him, he's doing his job. So
I'm looking at your from 2017. You did a WWE like box break of like cards. Um, And the first comment is keep up the great work, Andrew. I subscribed. I never knew you were a wrestling fan. I think that's like right there where it's like there's probably like a huge crossover.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of hockey fans too that have been like, hey man, like I watch wrestling because I tweeted out like because I went to SummerSlam by myself in Toronto this past year,
Okay.
so like people seeing me tweeting out about that and they're like, dude, like you watch wrestling, like I had no idea, and I was like, yeah, I sat at SummerSlam by myself, but
Dang. What did
Yeah,
you think
where'd you
about
end up?
that? What did you think about going to a wrestling show by yourself? Because I've done it before. What do you
Yeah,
think?
where'd you end up sitting, Andy?
I was in the 100 section. I can't remember exactly what section it was, but like I got tickets like literally the day before, and they were under face value. So like it was kind of like I was just hoping to get a good ticket for a cheap price. Like I think I only paid like $80, and I was sitting like in the mid part of the 100 section. Like I was actually in a really good spot, like in one of the corners, but like I could see everything, perfect view. I seen the entire stage. It was great, but like honestly, I'm not gonna lie, like I kind of loved being by myself. Like it was kind of like a weird experience, but it was the first pay-per-view I've ever been to for WWE. It was my first wrestling show since actually, I don't even know if you guys know this story, but there was a Monday Night Raw a couple of years ago in Toronto that I went to, but we only lasted there for about 45 minutes because there was a gun threat.
Oh,
Um,
geez, what?
an
I
ex
don't know.
WWE wrestler was apparently at the show, and he was like, "Hey, I'm in the building. I'm gonna, blow my brains out live on Monday Night Raw." And
What?
I was like, what the hell? And I had met Kevin Owens that day too,
Yeah.
at Real Sports, and that was fun. And like I literally told him, I'm like, dude, like you're the reason I got back into wrestling. But dude, like um, that day, I'm like, like I'm not gonna be selfish. Like my mom and my sister were there too. I'm like, we need to leave. Like this is ridiculous. Like I don't care about spending $150 on these tickets. Like, we need to go.
So they didn't stop Raw. They just kept it going.
They kept it going because then it was a hoax. Halfway home, they found out it was a hoax. But I like that night, I was really pissed off because, um, and like I'm like pro police. Don't get it wrong. Like people are gonna sit here and be like, oh, he's a cop hater. Like I went and talked to an officer and I was like, what are you guys doing about this? Like, there's a gun threat. Like, do you know about this? Yeah, we're looking at the situation. I'm like, well, where is this guy? And they're like, well, we don't know. I'm like, well, then like do your job, buddy. Like find what like there's literally wrestlers in the ring, like they're prime targets. Like this is live on television. Like you need to go do something about this. Stop the show and do something. And they're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, like I was halfway home to like, yeah, he's at home. He was never in the building. I was
Oh,
like, great.
jeez.
So we went home, missed Kevin Owens, put on like an amazing match. It's like, God, like that sucked. But I mean,
Was
uh
what year
Better
was
safe than sorry.
yeah,
what year was this?
it was like, oh my God, like two years ago maybe. God, I can't even remember. It was the night Kevin Owens like sat in the middle of the ring on a chair and said I quit, and then he like came back like a few
Oh,
months later or something, or like a week
didn't he
later.
shave? Like he
Yeah,
shaved, I think. And he
I
sued.
don't even know. Like I feel like he left, and then he came back when Vince brought him out to replace Kofi Kingston.
Okay.
Like it was that time period. I don't know how much you guys have been watching, but like when Kofi was getting like screwed over every week by Vince and like, oh, you'll never get a title shot. Like, and then
Hmm.
they brought Kevin Owens back.
So probably 2018. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Or
So,
2019.
dude, I at least I got the pop for No Way Jose, but but yeah,
That's
no, like
amazing.
yeah, but no, SummerSlam was a much better experience. No gun threats. I met
That's
Trish
good.
Stratus. Oh wait, no, I met Trish at that. No, I actually no, I met Trish at that Raw. Sorry, I got that mixed up. I met Trish at that Raw, but no, SummerSlam was good. Like I said, I didn't pay a ton.
Where'd you
It
meet?
was sorry.
Where'd you meet her?
Before Raw, she was literally just doing an autograph signing. And
Um,
then the next day, Christian did one, and it was literally in the arena. Like we walked up to it, and it was a table, and I'm like, why is there a picture of Triple H? Like, is he about to be here? I'm like, this is insane. Like I've never met Triple H. And then they're like, no, it's Trish. I'm like, then why is Triple H's picture here? Like, what the hell? I just popped for Triple H. But even though I love Trish, it was cool to meet her, Canadian icon. But no, but like SummerSlam, like now that we know how Edge's story came about, you know, that spear was more historic than people really know.
That's
That
awesome.
was
That was the loudest pop of the night.
Yeah, dude, I still have videos, like I have videos of me like literally screaming when Edge came out. Like I was like, dude, this is like 12-year-old me just going absolutely nuts. Like I felt that was the best thing. Like in all seriousness, I literally felt like I did when I was in elementary school, and that was the best. Like I was back in somewhere where I felt comfortable. There's people around me that, you know, are share the same passion. You can act like a complete idiot and people are doing the same thing. Like people were screaming iconics all night, and I was like, oh, these guys are great. Like
Or we
the,
were
the
doing that all weekend.
Ah, Kodak.
yeah.
Iconics.
Dude, there was so many people doing that. Out of go, baby! Like the whole night. But like seeing the Fiend, like I had chills the entire entrance. That's got to be one of the coolest things ever because he's like one of my favorite people in the entire world, regardless of wrestling or anything. Like he is just amazing. I think the Fiend's incredible. Seeing Seth Rollins beat Brock, I did not expect that. Like seeing a title change was so cool. Um, no, that whole night was insane. But I mean, the main reason I was there
Was that
was
when
Kevin Owens.
it was like, you're back in this. You're like back in wrestling. You want to watch everything.
Yeah, that's the thing too. It's like, oh, now I can watch Monday Night Raw the next night and be like, hey, I was at the pay-per-view. Like, what's gonna happen next? I was like, this is like, I need to go get Burger King and watch Monday Night Raw again. Like, I need to be like I was in, you know, grade 8, grade 9, grade 7, whatever. Like, no, it was a lot of fun. Like, I took videos of literally everything. I'm a huge Ricochet fan, so seeing him live was incredible.
You're telling me there's a vlog, a day in a life of you at SummerSlam live reaction that you haven't uploaded.
Uh, I didn't film me at all. I did it. I just literally filmed the entrances for me. I mean I could put them together and post on YouTube, but it's literally just me in the background like singing the entrance themes because
Oh,
dude,
Respect.
that's all every time I'm at these events, dude, all I have to like literally it's so embarrassing. Like
I have a
in
great video of me, Ravi, Mike, Tommy, and Steve singing Jericho's theme at Revolution. And so it sounds so bad that I watched the ones. I'm like, this will never see the light of day. But one day I'll upload it just to ruin
I
everybody's day.
I need to hear that like pretty soon. So you have to upload that. But
I think I might have it.
yeah, of course you'll upload it. You
Yeah.
upload pretty much everything.
No, it's not Jericho's theme. It's Cody's
Cody's theme
Oh, Cody's.
because it was like full concert mode.
I know Jericho's theme gets pops at AEW shows. I've seen a couple of the entrances that people are singing, but like Ricochet's entrance, like you know at the beginning it's like one and only. Like literally you can hear me just screaming that in the background of the video. It's like people if people watch this video of me just singing all these songs, they'd be like, man, this guy's such a mark. Like, what is wrong with this guy? Like when they're announcing AJ Styles, I'm like, you can see the camera shaking because I'm like doing the stupid hand motions that he does the whole time. That like to me was like one of the highlights of the past few years because like this was like me in my element like when I was much younger, and it kind of helped like bring the passion for just enjoying it rather than being there just because, oh, I can, make a day in the life video and talk about it on YouTube the next day. Oh, I went to this house show and Mark Henry beat Sheamus, and it was amazing. Like I don't know. I used to make stupid videos about literally everything, and now it's like I just want to enjoy that stuff and make videos every once in a while. And I don't know. I'll have to post some of the some of the videos, but Edge's entrance definitely can't because I was cursing like crazy. So I was going crazy. I did not expect Edge to come out, even though it's Toronto. But yeah, I also popped for Drake, but it was Drake Maverick. When they did that little bit, I'm like, yo, there's no
You
way
fell
Drake.
for that? Oh my God, dude. You
Dude,
better
I,
than
I didn't I didn't
better
fall for
than
it, but like there was a bit of me that I'm like, yo, is Drake really about to pop out here? Because like who knows? Maybe he's a big wrestling fan. Like who knows? But that
Oh,
was
geez.
that was I mean, hey, that was me back in like, oh my God, is he gonna come out? Like
Yeah.
my wrestling.
full mark. You went like you at one. I feel like you thought wrestling was real when you were there. I bet.
I did, dude. I was like, I seen Brock come out. I'm like, oh my god, please don't hurt Seth. Please don't hurt that poor innocent Seth Rollins. Oh god. But yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. I need to go back to some wrestling shows. I still need to cross the WrestleMania bucket list off. So, I mean, that's gonna happen one day, and maybe I'll have to do a classic Stevie Breach and Justin and Ravi video and put a teddy bear in a cup and put it on a shelf behind me and do the
Mania, I
whole
feel like you're gonna buy the jersey, you're gonna buy the
Oh
everything. All the
yeah.
when you walk in that store, it's like WWE shop in real life.
The
yeah.
only thing I regret about 31 is not buying more stuff. Like, I mean, that
I'm
was.
literally gonna walk through those things and like sing wrestling songs and high five people and be like, dude, what happened? I
I
just
bet you
went
walk
back.
out with the belt. I bet you walk out with the belt.
Oh, dude.
Dude, I still have like my undisputed like legit belt that like was supposed to cost like $350, but this dude like was like moving, so he sold it to us for like $150. And to this day, like literally the nameplate is like I'm looking at it. It's beside me because I was supposed to get it engraved for Eddie, like put Eddie Guerrero's name on it like years
Mhm.
ago, and I still haven't done it. But another time, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think we're good.
Man, that was like
We went long.
Dude,
that,
I feel like if you guys down the line need to talk more about this, I feel like there's so much more that I like we didn't
And
even talk about.
of
we'll,
course,
we'll
yeah.
scratch the surface. We'll have you back.
You know what we
Episode.
got to do? We got to get okay. Next time you're on, we got to get Britain in here, and we just got the
Yes.
four of us, like the olden days, like where we were just like.
We gotta
I
talk
mean, that
shop.
literally is the
Bro,
beginning.
honestly, I remember the one Skype call that Britton and Justin and I were in, and we were singing Headlines by Drake.
I don't
For
remember this at
for
all.
for quite a long time. Like I feel like one of our Skype calls was like 6 hours. Like it was those days were insane.
Yeah, because we would like sometimes I'd be doing like work or like be playing video games. I'd just be on a call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, if it wasn't for like Andy, for you and Britain to bring Justin into the calls, like I mean, who knows what would
I don't
what
remember
would have
how I
happened?
met Andy. Like I feel like you just added me to a call one day.
I feel like
I
that was the
mean,
case.
I'm responsible for this podcast then. So
I mean, you really are. You're responsible for the last like 5 years of my life, essentially.
5 years in a row, exactly.
And I'm responsible for finding Britain. So look at that, Andy. We're rocking this world right now.
yeah, dude,
We run the
hey,
biz.
yeah,
Look at
we're in the biz.
who would have thought Andy would be getting the plaque, not me.
Yeah.
Who would have thought, man?
This is gonna go up tomorrow as we're recording this. So this will be like literally like under 100 subscriber 100,000 subscriber club.
I
Like
him crack the 100,000 tomorrow. I'd be like, oh,
I
look at
mean,
that.
I don't even know. I could check my social blade real quick, but like I think right now I'm at 99.1.
I
Social blade's
I
crap.
I, I checked, it was 98.7. So, so I don't know
Yeah,
what happened there, but
it's a little bit behind, but I feel like it'll probably be like within the next 2 or 3 days I'll probably get it. It just depends. If a video like goes off, then you never know. But
yeah. All right. Well, promise us this, that when you're about to hit 1 million subscribers, that you can come back on whatever. We probably won't have a podcast then, but we'll do
yeah, because
something.
you'll have a TV show.
We'll
I
have a
don't know
podcast.
about that.
Quarantine Chronicles is here to last. We started this as a joke. I'm like 30 days. Mike's like, what are we gonna do after 30 days? We'll still keep doing one every day. And then now we're 60 days. We're 55 days in now. So
That's crazy. Yeah, I remember you guys posted the first couple. I'm like, damn, like they're really doing this. That's dope. I've had like 25 different group channels and podcasts and they all failed. So good for you guys.
I literally at one point I called Mike in my car. I'm like, hey, let's record a podcast while I'm driving because like get this out of the way.
It's honestly because like Skype has changed so much, Andy, where like back in our day, like I feel like I'm old. Like back in our day, like you had to find a recorder like to record the Skype calls. And some people would even like record their camera and like just have the person on Skype. Now I'm literally recording the Skype call because Skype provides that. I
Yeah,
mean,
dude,
that's just crazy.
you used to give me ScreenFlow keys, like those cracks, so I could
It's
have the free
true.
version of ScreenFlow.
It wasn't a crack. I paid for it, and you just like
Oh,
I think there was 5 things. So
well, I had
yeah,
one.
yeah. I think I gave one to you. I gave one to Zach. I gave one to. I forgot. I think it was only, you can only use three, so it must have been us three. That yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was special. Wow.
Yeah, one of three. So there we go. I'll look forward to getting that plaque in the mail then because I gave. I don't know. All right. Well, yeah, we're gonna get you back on. We're gonna get Britton on as well at the same time, and we'll have fun reminiscing about the good old days. So Andy, thanks for coming on.
Well, thanks for having me. And the future of the YWC still blows.
Be sure to
Uh,
find him. See,
that's not awesome.
out of here, dude.
All right, that's it. YWC Evolution's the worst. Goodbye.